Hi everyone, I'm starting my purse. We're going to have to make 2 videos or maybe 3, so show you the process. But let me untape this. I wanted to show you. And I'll write the links and everything where I get the purses, but I'll do that at a later time. So what I do is I line it with the paper. I've got like a little bubble thing down here. And this strap comes with it. So we'll put the strap aside for now. And then we're going to close this up. I tuck this in because I don't want that hitting the paint. And then I take my handles and put them together. And I'm using painter's tape. And painter's tape comes in a roll like this. And that's what I'm using for this. And the reason I do that, as you can see, they would flop all the way down. This way they'll stand up. What I'm going to do is use the Lily Pilsner. And this is a pattern I'm going to be using. And I will put it front to back all the way around. But for now, that's on hold. Today, we are just painting. And you paint the white, you paint the straw white so that the background of this napkin will show up. Now, what I want to do is, I don't need the painter's tape, but for beginners, I would suggest using the painter's tape. And I try to put it right over the edge of that leather. Trying not to, hopefully you can see that better. Just over the edge. There we go. But if you're a beginner, I would definitely use the, and it may still leak out, so just be careful. It's just a suggestion. Okay, and then I just take my regular apple barrel white, shake it up, and I can use, I think for this project, let me see, I have some brushes here I can use. Any of these will work. This angle one is nice when you're getting close to here, or you might want to put some tape at the bottom. You just angle your brush and get it in there. I'll show you that. This is a fun project. I sell these. I also just, I'll leave this. I won't paint it, and I'll Mod Podge on. And we'll do that another time. So I can show you how to do that also. So first I'm going to use my angle brush. And this doesn't stick very well on there, so this is just to give you an idea what I'm doing. And I sort of dab it as I go along. And you could always use this type of brush also, and I'll probably use that toward the end to get more of the paint on, but this I'm just trying to be careful going around the edge. And then we'll start the dabbing. And that brush is it's a stencil brush. You can get them pretty cheap at Walmart. And I think the Dollar Tree has them also. And the tape is not sticking that well. I never really used the tape, but I thought for a beginner you might want to. Well, anyway, I'm going to take the tape off at this point. It's more of a pain for me. But anyway, you could always tape it down inside also for a beginner. And I'm only going to do one side at a time because you want to let it dry, because you're going to have to flip it over and do the other side, right? I mean, you could do it standing up, but I don't think you're able to because you really have to dab that paint into there. Okay. I know I'm trying to show you what I do, but it's a little hard when you're trying to get your brush going too. All right, so there's my angle brush. A little bit at a time. I'll come back to you under the screen in a second. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to move some stuff so I work with a tray that moves around. And they're on sale all the time at Dollar General. Lazy Susans. They're also nice to Maj Pajam. I'm telling you, Dollar Tree, I'm finding more at Dollar General than I am at Dollar Tree lately. I don't know what it is, but especially on sale-wise. Okay, and I'm just brushing this on. I brush it thick. Okay, some of that got on there. Whoops. Okay, I'll switch my brush here. Like I said, this is just the first coat. I'll get my other brush on here and dab it in. And I put the paper in there because you don't want the stuff to leak through onto the other side, and it's just easier to work. And once this is dry, we'll use the fabric Mod Podge. Although I use regular. I just feel like the fabric, whoops, I got some paint on there. No biggie, it's washable. Get my towel here. That's what happens when you're in a hurry. There I am. Okay. I'll do one more off to the side here. Get my angle brush for that part. It doesn't matter if you get all the way down because that's going to be covered with the napkin. The main part is the middle, with the side, you know, toward the bottom and the sides of it. It's not that big of a deal if you don't cover it. Okay. Oops. A couple more dabs here and there. Now, let's see, I know I have a bigger one here. Okay. See my brush like this? And then I just take it and dab it. That's my stencil brush. I would just go to Dollar Tree and get one. We're going to do this until the paint just sort of soaks through. Whoops, oh, I'm making a mess. There we go. And I would actually put this in a little painter's or something, a little dish, instead of doing it out of the container like I am. Make it a lot easier for you. Because mine's starting to get low and it's hard to see where the actual paint is. But this gives you an idea of what you have to do. And then I let this dry to the touch. I just keep checking on it so I can turn over and do the other side. And the straw does soak it up. So there's all kinds of shapes and sizes of purses. I even have done hats. I decoupage on the straw hats. But see how the dabbing works really nice? It really gets it in there. You know, you just want a little white. I don't have to go crazy on it. So you can see the difference between the two here and why I want to do the white. So that is great for the side. And then once that dries, we'll flip it over and we'll do the other. But you're going to be addicted to this when I'm done. All right. See you next video.